It is now December, and I've had some pretty neat but time-sensitive opportunities on my main channel, Strange Parts, including getting to go to China to see how phones are made inside of one of Oppo's factories. I'm really happy with how that video turned out and the other projects we're working on there, but it's been really hectic, and I have definitely been neglecting Electric Ranch, and we've had some editing capacity issues. We have some really exciting projects coming up here on Electric Ranch now that we're in winter. I can't wait to show you, and we're gonna start uploading videos regularly again. Stay tuned. I'm excited to announce that I am launching RRR Communications, which is our local ISP. Really, I'm just running fiber from our barn down to our neighbor Paul, who has Starlink just like us, but he's got so many trees around his little cabin that he doesn't want to cut down, that he doesn't have very good reception. I bought this reel of fiber that's pre-terminated, so I don't have to mess with that, and it's direct burial, which means it's got like a steel sheath around it. Can either be directly buried in the ground or even laid on top of the ground. And given how hard it is to dig here, I think we're gonna more aim for the on top of the ground. Very eager to see how this works. We got 150 meters. I estimated on the map he's about 120 yards away, so it should be plenty. In theory, there is Ethernet running from here to the house that's just not hooked up to anything yet. So hopefully that's all intact. We might need to terminate it on either end, but hopefully the wire itself is intact, and then we'll run that to the switch closet in the shop, and hopefully we'll get him some nice fast internet here. So we're gonna head down to his place and say hi to him and start stringing this through the woods. It'll be funny if we end up with a little neighborhood ISP out of this. It's possible. Hi. Hey, Paul. We are ready. I've actually never been on your property before.
Oh, welcome.
Yeah.
Welcome.
We're here from RRR Communications to install your internet.
Fantastic. Welcome to the valley.
Yeah, well, thank you. By the way, RRR stands for Resting Robot Ranch, which is the name of the property. Oh. Even though it's different from Electric Ranch, which is the channel name. So, right. Yeah, awesome. So this is the reel of fiber, and it's surprisingly thin, but supposedly this is like properly armored. It's called direct burial, so you can like dig a ditch and lay it in it. I don't think we want to dig a ditch. I think if this is like a smashing success, but we're having problems with animals damaging it or trees or whatever, we will rent a trenching tool and just put a trench right up the road. Gotcha. And then into the barn. Okay. But that can be like version 2. I figure we'll walk your route, and we can probably just start unreeling. Like, okay. Maybe we'll go scout it and then come back. And the big thing with this is like you don't want to kink it in any way because it's glass fiber in the inside. Okay. So I mean it's pretty well armored, but like we don't want to do any sharp bends on it. Let's go scout where you're thinking of running it. Okay. Oh, this is cool. You got lots of windows. I've only seen the corner of it. Yeah. Ambrose has become Paul's friend and just invites himself in now, from what I hear.
Yeah. Yeah, awesome.
So
if you just want to step onto this first step, you can see right there.
Yeah, okay.
That's where we're going to come in.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I see it.
Yeah, okay, so
goes in there.
I've run the rope basically where we want to try to run the cable.
Okay, yep. You might do a little bit more burying right here, just so you're not, like this stuff is more fragile than copper, so gotcha. You know, it'd be more fragile than this cable. So if you're walking on it, like I would bury it under here. I'd try and kind of weave it through the rocks and bury it as much as I could, and probably along your pathway here. Cool. And then once you get actually into the forest, we'll just kind of cover it with leaves and sticks and stuff. Good. Yeah. You don't have problems with critters running in the hole, do you? Or do you?
Well, the critters come in and out. Huh. You know,
okay.
I wouldn't say it's a problem.
Okay. Yeah. Exactly. We've had Leander chased a chipmunk out of the shop the other day. So. Yeah. And had to catch a hummingbird, right?
Yeah, it got into the skylight.
Oh yeah.
And so
yeah. So somebody was sleeping on the job who's supposed to be keeping those critters out. Yeah, sweet. Okay.
And then I marked that spot there with the
sweet.
Basically is the rendezvous point.
Okay, sweet. Yeah, we'll see. I also don't want to be pulling it. I don't know. Maybe we'll kind of start after the trees here and then it turns back to grass. Maybe we'll start unreeling from there, pull all the way to your house. I'd like to give you a little bit of extra to work with, which needs to be like coiled and not like either bunched together or whatever. Like you need to keep it relatively like big radiuses is the thing. This is the fiber. Let's clean this up and then maybe a shovel and a rake.
Epic lighting.
Yeah, exactly. And I got this pre-terminated, that's why it's like a fixed length.
Oh, okay.
So the ends are already on it, so we don't have to mess with that because it can be a real pain. Let's see. I wonder if we can. Well, I don't know. Why don't we have you walk that way with it, and Leander, if you want to go with Paul, I'll just stand here and unwind it.
Follow me.
I screwed up and I was using the rake handle to unspool it, and it got wrapped around the rake handle at one point, which is a pretty tight radius, so we'll see. Hopefully I didn't screw it up, but hopefully we haven't broken any fiber. I'm amazed at how thin this is for being armored for direct burial. I would have thought it would be twice this thickness. I didn't think it would be massive, you know, but I thought it'd be a little chunkier. This is almost thinner than most Ethernet we work with. So they have these little inserts. I think these are called SFP modules, and this is a standardized slot with a standardized plug. And the reason is because there's a whole bunch of different endings for fiber, and so you get one of these boxes that does the conversion, but you can also like plug these into routers and stuff. And then you get the module that's right for whatever fiber or Ethernet or whatever you want to put in it. So that's the fiber port there.
Okay, so we're gonna come in there where I showed
Yep.
you, and then
There. Okay.
we can move.
Well, you can just
we might want to pull the
just pull it in
in
here and just put everything where you got your Starlink and stuff.
Okay.
Awesome. Why don't you help me pull all of that in, Paul, just so it doesn't get kinked, and then we'll let you keep the extra in here. Okay. So they shrink wrap the ends here, or at least plastic wrapped them. We'll put let's put one in transmit here. That just snaps in like that. Just snaps in there. We should be good to go. I think we're good to plug it in.
Okay.
Sweet. Okay, we got a light. Cool. Let's go try the other end and see what lights we get.
Let's check it out.
All right, so I think we should run back around this tree here and actually run that way because there's a big stand of trees over there. I don't know exactly where I want to put this inside. Probably on the bottom floor, maybe in this back corner.
Okay.
I don't have a hole drilled yet or anything, so I think we'll just kind of either just leave it here or I'll just run it in through the door for the moment or through one of the windows. Okay. So yeah, there's a pretty decent Ethernet run, but I thought it was blue cable on the other side. So we'll see. We'll figure out how to run Ethernet. We might just put the media converter over here and then run Ethernet to the other side and put the router over there. Okay, cool. And then I did see that this had power, which is good. And we have a link on one of, so we have a link. So that's good. We just need to go check for a link on the other side, and I think we are in business.
Excellent.
So good news. So we didn't break at least one of the fibers. So we have light. It's actually nice to have like a little bit of summer up here, because I don't make it down the mountain very much, so
Yeah.
I have a few warm days.
Been hot down there.
Yeah, that's what I hear. We got a light we didn't have before. We got a 1000 megabit. Good to go. Sweet.
Excellent. Well done.
Awesome. The broom handle was not our failure after all. Yeah. I was worried about it.
Good.
All right. Well, we should probably do some burying. And I would like you to show us how bad your Starlink visibility of the sky is.
Absolutely, yeah.
Oh my God. So it's supposed to be all blue.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's actually.
Oh, you can even see the shapes of the trees.
It's quite a good image of the forest. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like when you lie on your back.
Yeah, no wonder you don't have great connectivity. Just kind of tuck it up. That would be ideal. And then also, I guess, I didn't get this, but we should grab some like little orange fiber flags on the little skinny piece of wire.
Okay.
Just stick them along this so we know where it is if we ever look
Totally.
for it.
Totally.
So I think if you want to just kind of do the same up there, or even down here, like whichever way you want to go. Well, I think we have figured out the best technique, or at least a good technique right now, which is to just put the spade in the ground with the, yeah, if you want to kind of demonstrate here, Paul. So, and then we just kind of pry it open, and yeah, just stuff it like up to your knuckles kind of in, and then just let go, and it like pretty much closes back up. I am sure there are like good automated tools for this, or even maybe better tools than this, you know, maybe a straight blade or something, but I think like this is what we've done in what, maybe 20 minutes from the red shovel over to here. So I think like a few hours of this and probably get most of the way there. And I think we really only have to do it through the grass, and then we'll put some flags on it so we know where it is in case we have to dig it up.
Excellent.
I'll work this next week on getting all the rest of the pieces in place.
Awesome.
Yeah, sweet.
Thank you guys so much.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll link to all this stuff. I'll put some Amazon affiliate links down in the description. If you have an interest in doing a project like this, so far so good with this equipment. And I'd appreciate it if you buy it through the affiliate link, because every little bit helps. But we'll see you again soon here.